Alright guys, it is toy review time. This time is going to be a little bit different. We're finally going to start breaking into some Star Wars toy reviews. So today's reviews, I'm going to do two different. We're going to do the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi, the Force Spirit figures, as well as, since we just had the anniversary of Phantom Menace, I also have the Phantom Menace, the run release, I guess you could say, of the retro that we will unbox and take a look at the carded figures inside of here. Okay. First off, we're going to start with the Force Spirit. Obviously, when you first saw Return of the Jedi, there was Force Spirit in that original, but it was not Darth Vader, or Anakin Skywalker was not who we know of Anakin to be today. It wasn't Hayden Christensen at the time. And so once the prequels came out, they revamped it, putting Anakin in the Force Spirit, with Obi-Wan and Yoda. So they came out with the figures. We have all three. We're going to go ahead and unpackage these and take a look at them and give our opinion. I've always thought the Force Spirit figures were a little weird. Because by themselves, they're half, half characters and half ghostly, I guess is a good way to put it. The Anakin here, it looks like Hayden, give him credit there. His figure is very much like the hologram kind of look to him. It does have this meshy robe that is see-through on the outside, which is kind of cool. I like the fabric rather than just straight plastic. But you need a piece to go with it. You need a 3D print, like in the movie, 3D print a log railing to go, in the front of the characters or whatever. But, if you're a completionist type of collector, you're going to go after these. I have a 3D printer, so I will probably try to print something at some point to kind of go with them. Now, what attracted me to this in particular was the Obi-Wan figure, and the reason for that is to get original Obi-Wan faced figures now that Ewan McGregor has taken that kind of role. I always remember the original. Ewan did a great job in the Obi-Wan series I love, but I'm always attracted to getting the original face of Obi-Wan. Alright, and then the Yoda. As you can imagine, Yoda will have a little cane, which is, some would say kind of cute, some would say kind of weird. It's a Force Spirit cane, so it's semi-see-through, I guess, purple-ish. Sometimes popping these out are violent. I like the cane part of it. Yoda's going to be real similar. It's going to be that kind of holographic texture to it. The difference, though, obviously the robe is more of a see-through gold, which is kind of a nice little color break. And he's wearing a necklace, which has a different kind of blue hue to it, which is... it's a nice little piece, but overall, I would say, if you're a mainstream collector, this is probably not something you necessarily need to get. Like I said, I was attracted to it because of the Obi-Wan. I'm been a Hayden Christensen fan, so I love him as Anakin Skywalker, but no accessories except for the Yoda who has a cane. Some people don't like that. I would say a scale of 1 to 10, sevens probably. You need an accessory to go with them to kind of make sense. Somebody who doesn't know Star Wars and sees these figures normally done and then see this version of them will kind of go, what is that? That's kind of weird. So, that being said, yeah, if you do see them and there's nothing else to buy, of course, go after them. Add them to your collection. You don't get fabric robes very often, right? So, everything is so rubber or hard plastic these days. So I like that change. That's one huge thing it has going for them. So, all right. So now we're going to shift gears here, and we're going to get into this. I've been sitting on this for a while. I believe I picked this up at Target. One toy hunt. I don't get out and get the hunt done as often as I would like anymore, unfortunately. But because I've been out of the game for a little bit as far as like what's new currently in the market, when you go, you see stuff that maybe some people are kind of tired of, but you know, you kind of enjoy. So what we're going to do is we're going to just pick random figures out of this, and we're going to go and look at them one by one. I probably will not open these. I will probably put them in protectors. If you guys are curious, the kind of protectors that I use for my carded figures, they look like this. They are 2 pieces. I get them from Amazon and eBay. If you are curious, I can send you where I get these. I buy them in 25 lots at a time. They are 2 pieces. So they come 25 lids and then 25 of these. They fit the carded figures perfectly. You have to peel the plastic off of the bubbled part because there's a plastic protecting it. But they are great to hang if you want to display. As you see in the back, and when I do a room tour, I'll show you. But you could hang these up anywhere, and they are great for that. And they do protect against UV, which is important. All right, first figure we're going to pull out here. All right, so here's the first one. Jar Jar Binks. Everybody hated him when Phantom Menace came out. People were dogging his Black Series figure, and he has, once the anniversary hit, 25 years-ish? He's gotten a resurgence of love, which is nice to see because the actor played his butt off to get this character. The nice thing about these packages, if you're a toy collector and you're collecting for value, they come with your display hole intact, right? So this is an unblemished, which makes it more valuable. I don't know how the Phantom Menace series would really be in this. Anytime I can get it where it's like that, I will when it comes to 3 3/4 inch, I will keep it sealed and I will put it in a protector. But the Jar Jar looks great. It is retro, so the points of articulation are going to be very limited. You're going to have basic leg movement, arm movement, head will turn. The gun won't fit in the hand properly. That's kind of the cuteness of the retro collection. It just is clunky like it was back in the day. All right, we're going to pull one from the bottom here. Let's take a look. Who everyone was hoping to see in the Obi-Wan series, and that's the Qui-Gon Jinn. Said to be one of the more feared Jedis, right, in the universe. More superior than most say that Yoda was with the lightsaber. This is going to be funkier. It's not going to have your traditional, like, where the lightsaber is in the hand and retracts out. It's going to be a separate piece that you could put in his hand. It looks like it is a cloth robe, which is nice. It's not plastic. It's retro, so you're limited in kind of looking like the characters. It does resemble Liam Neeson, but not like a hot toy would or anything like that. But it's nice to have. I love the artwork. Everything's great on that. All right, next up we got I'm a sucker for droids. I don't know if you guys, if I've said that to you before. Here's a battle droid. I haven't seen one of these in the retro version before until getting this, and I love the look. Battle droids points of articulation are limited, but they're limited anyway. So that's a really good one. The blaster, just for the record, is the same as the Jar Jar. Battle Droid and Jar Jar are the same kind of blaster. I don't know if that will excite you or turn you off, but just to warn you. Here's one that I was excited when they did the brickhead for this. This is Queen Amidala, the retro version. And I was excited for the brickheads because of the coloring. Brickheads typically have the same pieces, right? Lego just stamps and color stamps certain things. So that's kind of cool. I love that. It looks good. She did a great job in the series. We got 2 left to do. So we're going to do next the new crowned Obi-Wan Kenobi, the young version of Ewan McGregor in the retro look. Has a separate little lightsaber that is not into his hand where it retracts. It's a separate like sword you've got to place if you do. But good to have. Love to have the younger stuff. Ewan McGregor, absolutely phenomenal as Obi-Wan. And then last but not least, I saw a documentary on Darth Maul and like how scary he was back in the day for even like the crew that was filming. But there is the Darth Maul retro. It's got the long staff of lightsaber, which is excellent to have. This series is awesome. If you get a chance to pick this up, I recommend you doing it. And if you come across the set, get the set. If you have the choice between the Force Spirit or this stuff, I definitely would go with the Phantom Menace. This was the first Star Wars movie put out and made that wasn't after the fact, at least for me and my generation, and I'm almost 50 years old. So this movie holds a special place in a lot of our hearts. Some people liked it, some people didn't. There's always that battle, right, with Star Wars people. So definitely, if you have a chance, pick up the set. It is awesome. So anyway, guys, that is my review. Stay tuned. I got a ton more stuff that we can get through. So, all right. Thank you for watching. We will see everybody later.